When most people think of Long Branch, New Jersey, they think of its beachfront resorts, luxury properties, the boardwalk, and of course the beautiful beach. But Long Branch native Raheem Carter is fairly familiar with another side of the community.
I'm someone from the streets of Long Branch as well, who came up hard, came up from nothing, who was in the streets, with everyone. I wasn't given anything. So I had to earn, I had to go out, and I really had to grind to get to the position I am at right now.
Raheem's road to the destination of his dreams was not without obstacles, but he was able to overcome them by discovering his passion for the game.
Basketball saved my life, and it really did. At a time in my life when I discovered basketball and got introduced to the game, I was at a pivotal time in my life where I was getting into trouble and hanging out with the wrong crowd, looking for direction. And then once I discovered basketball, I found something I was passionate about immediately. And it kept me off the streets. It gave me access to gyms and meeting like-minded kids who wanted to play ball. It helped me develop a passion, a work regimen, because I wanted to get better. Once I was able to see that I can get better at it, I just poured more time into it. And then eventually, like I said, once I started seeing the results, and once I started getting recognition, that was it.
Raheem was a shooting guard, a very good player, very hard-nosed, good defender, high basketball IQ, not a great shooter, but could drive to the basket, always a big, strong guard.
Graduated from high school in '98 from Long Branch. We were, at the time, one of two public schools to have back-to-back state championships and earn a trip to the TOC, which is Tournament of Champions. So in that time, I was second team All-State, honorable mention All-American. My junior year, my short conference player of the year. My senior year, I was first team All-Shore.
Raheem's basketball accolades didn't stop there. Proclaimed as one of the best Jersey Shore basketball player of the 90s, his stellar play earned him a basketball scholarship to Monmouth University, and eventually he transferred to Seton Hall. Unfortunately, his senior year was riddled with injuries, but the local champion found a different way to make a mark on the community.
Lieutenant Wesley Mayo, who's retired now, he was a lieutenant at the prosecutor's office, and also Sergeant Barry Graves, who passed away a couple years ago. They made me want to become police officers. They were two men in my life at the time when I was in high school who volunteered, who gave back, and seeing how they interacted with us in the community, how they were very well respected in their fields and also in the community, and how they were just, took me under their wing, that they made me want to become police officers.
I know with his policing, he went from a uniformed officer to a detective to a sergeant. So I know he wanted to have that impact on the community. I know the neighborhood that he's in, Long Branch, is a neighborhood he lived in and was familiar with. So he wanted to be part of the change in policing in a strong minority community. I'm involved in, the police fund. I'm also in the community policing unit as well. So we have different functions that we, do throughout the year. Coming up, they have our Thanksgiving drive. We deliver food to families in need. So I volunteer for that every year, which has been great.
I know he was involved with the Police Explorers. To this day, I see kids from Ocean Township, whether I see them on the beach or through basketball, and they, or they're police officers, young police officers. And I say, do you know Coach Carter, Officer Carter? Of course, yeah. He ran my Explorers.
But Sergeant Carter isn't his only title. Many know Raheem as just Coach.
I think he was always someone who could give me and my teammates the tough love that we needed. Always one to be honest with you and you weren't doing what you needed to or need to work a little harder. He was always gonna get on you. He's always around. Before work, after work for himself. He always wants to get extra work. If you're willing to be in the gym, so is he.
At the end of the day, he's a guy that you look and say you're glad he was a part of your life.
And if you share the same passion as me, I have no problem helping you out and trying to work with you. It's never been about money with me, when it comes to basketball. It still isn't. I try to have an impact on the kids just by letting them know I care about them. I care about them. I care about their well-being. I want them to do well.
Raheem Carter, a coach, a cop, and a champion for the community. Nyala Pendergrass, Long Branch, New Jersey, Sacred Heart Sports Media.